And we back. Krampus content here, y'all, aka Jimmy J, aka J Legend, aka the best in the business. And now I'm here talking about today is the standout players at OTAs, Eagles OTA practices. This is I guess it's the final rehearsal until training camp in July. But you got some surprising guys as like they emerging and standouts. We're gonna start with former Panthers and Raiders receiver Terrence Marshall. Now he's known for being a speedster and like a deep threat type of receiver, but we hoping he could emerge as like the third or fourth guy on the roster. That's what we looking for, and yeah, he's been showing some good things so far in OTAs. He called a slant today from Jalen Hurts for a touchdown. Beat Cooper DeJean. So that was good. So he been making some plays. So but we gotta see, and most likely he'll make the roster. I'm hoping he make the roster. He continue playing well and get into training camp and make the roster. But yeah, usually when you see signs like that from a player, usually they do make the roster. That was no different when we got Johnny Wilson last year. He had some signs. He was a great blocker. That's the main reason he got on the team. He made plays here and there. He got short up his hands. But him, yeah, he stayed consistent. He's a big body receiver, a speedster. He stayed consistent. Cause I don't think he's a number one receiver, but he stayed consistent. He could be a number three. And I think he'll be just fine. He'll be just fine. And then you also got then you also got the other receivers like AJ Brown and all them. They gave him a shout out because he playing pretty good. And another standout was Kelly Ringo. He's been playing, having a really good OTA champ too. He's been blinking in AJ Brown. Yeah, he's been blinking in AJ Brown. So we had to see who else stands out besides him. But Terrence Marshall Jr., I think he was a pretty good pickup. We still got Johnny Dotson at the three slot, but yeah, yeah. After this year, he's gone. They're not picking up his 5th-year option. But to go in our next topic, the man Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he's been having an outstanding. He's been having the outstanding OTAs as as the defending MVP and being the defending champ. Eagles, they've been and this year should go a lot smoother because they basically running the same system. Kevin Pluto, he been there, so they shouldn't even have a issue. Everything should run smooth. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is still going to set the protections. Hurts going to still set the protections, and everything should run smooth. I think you should see more Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl more consistently this year than the Jalen Hurts that was in most of the regular season, where they threw it on 21 times. I think they gotta pass it a lot more. They gotta pass it in between 20, 25 to 28 times a game. That's what I'm looking for. But I think that's gonna be more of a formula. Pass it 25 to 28 times a game. Run the football about 20 to 25 times a game. And and I think that's a recipe for them to win. But we had to see how everything pans out on the field. And because I already gave it the predictions, I believe they still gonna go 14-3. I believe they still gonna go because I think they learned from the 2023 season. They battle tested. They knew what it takes to get back to the mountain top, back to the promised land. So I believe but I believe they get stuff open real quick, but yeah, but I believe they gonna yeah, like I said, I believe they gonna get back to the promised land. They gonna it's a lot that's gonna happen. And I believe they're gonna get back. Because if they don't get back, that'd be a disappointment. They should win the division. You basically got the same team. Only thing you banking on is the defense still maintain, at least still be a top five defense. But they gonna be young. But you still got all your core guys. You still got Zach Bone. You still got you still got the Reed Blankenship on the defense. You still got Quinion and Cooper DeJean. You still got Jalen Carter, yeah, at D tackle. You still got some guys. Then you added some guys, and some guys going to step up. Like Nolan Smith should be stepping up. He's going to be a starter. You pencil him as a starter. You got Jealous Hunt. Yeah, it should be. I expect Jealous Hunt to at least have 8 sacks this year at minimum. Is And him and Nolan Smith both give you like 8 to 10 sacks this year. That's a solid year for both of them. Then you got some other guys that step up. Yeah, they generate at least 50 sacks, which is yeah, you generate 40, but you do a lot of contain. You're solid. You're solid at that point in time. You're solid at that point in time. Cause what you gotta remember is like you had Nolan Smith and Jalen Hurts step up in the second half of the season, and they when Brandon Graham went down, they was able to hold their own. So, and I expect like dudes like APR and all them and Anton Pop, them to step up like as at least a third down pass rushing in relief. I don't expect them to be and people didn't Noah Smith, but Noah Smith played the whole season last year, so he should be able to hold up throughout the whole season. You had guys like Dan Silver try to make it like he couldn't hold up, but he could hold up. He should be able to hold up. He should be able. Yeah, he should be able to hold up. But he should be able to hold up. But he should be able to hold up and get some extra. I'm not too worried about killing Ringo. I think killing Ringo be fine. Everybody worried about killing Ringo. I'm not really worried about because killing Ringo last year. I think that's more on Vic Fangio because he was playing. He played good. He started the first game. He played good. He played good. But they good. But they decided to put when I think when Slade and then when Slade yeah he played pretty good. And then when Slade came back, that's when they took out Ringo and put my man Quentin Mitchell on the other side. So that's what happened with Ringo, and then you seen Rogers came on. So that's what happened with Ringo. Yeah, that's what happened with Ringo though. But we also want to get into our last topic. They just got finished signing Jahad Campbell to his rookie deal. He getting that 5 year deal. It's technically a 4 year deal with a 5th year option. So usually a standard deal with like about 20, 25, 26 million. Basically the same deal Quinyon Mitchell got. So, but every first round rookie get that. But you get more the higher you get picked. But he's getting that deal. I say by next year, I say John Campbell will be a starter. Yeah, most likely if he stay and get it right, he probably be a starter. They don't need him to be a starter right away, but he should be a starter. But John Campbell, I said we should see him back by training camp. He should be healed up by training camp because I think he got a surgery like in what February. So you should see him by August. I think they gonna do him like they did Cooper Jean, bring him back slow. But I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be okay. But but that's the basically the end of the show. Any comments, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Crown Prince of Commentating, signing out. Peace.